Sometimes we're not confident going into a situation. Sometimes we're out of our comfort zone. Sometimes we're doing something for the first time or we're new at it and we're just not that comfortable. And confidence is interrelated to comfort. If you feel comfortable, if you feel safe, you're going to be confident. A lot of it comes down to keeping ourselves at a level where we feel comfortable and we feel safe. And how do we do that? We monitor our thoughts, recognize the thoughts that will lead to upset, that will lead to anxiety, that will lead us to hesitating from doing the things that we want to get done. So much of it comes down to our thinking. We get caught up in our thoughts and we don't even recognize it because thoughts come and go quick. And so a lot of times we don't even catch the thought. We just notice the feeling. We just notice we're starting to get a little bit nervous. We're starting to get a little bit anxious. And it usually progresses to where it gets worse instead of better. We don't notice it. We're caught up in whatever thought loop we're locked into. And it requires us to first recognize it. When you're caught in a trap and you want to get out of the trap, what's the first thing that we need to do? The first thing we need to do is recognize that we're in a trap in the first place. A lot of people don't recognize that, but that's really what it is. And the trap is coming from our thoughts. So if we do get caught up in it, our thoughts that aren't helpful, we're going to get activated. It's going to fire us up and we'll start to get anxious. We need to know what to do to calm ourselves down. And there's some specific things that you can do that work. I know they work because I use them myself. And so it's pretty easy to realize once you start getting activated, you're going to get these sensations that make you feel uncomfortable. That's pretty easy to catch. Then hit the stop sign. Take a couple steps back. Think to yourself, what was it I was thinking? And maybe you won't get it at first because our thoughts come quick. They come quick as a heartbeat. They're here, they're gone, and sometimes we miss them. But once we start to get our little Sherlock Holmes hat on and start to look for them, they become easier to find, easier to notice. And that's really the first step, becoming aware. What's setting me off? What's making me feel this way? And you will discover what they are. Then you can do things to counteract these thoughts which are setting you off, so that when you have them the next time, you're going to catch them sooner. You're going to catch them quicker. You're not going to get so anxious and worried and upset. But there's things you can do to take your overactivation level down a notch or two or three. And they're really pretty simple things. I got a dozen different things I could share with you that will do that for you. There's things that you can do to calm yourself down. Back to the point where you felt comfortable and you baby step it along and condition yourself in until you're comfortable in any situation. Whatever life throws at you, you're going to be able to handle. Imagine that. Going through life without being set off, without having your buttons pushed and reacting. Instead, choosing how you're going to act before it even happens. You can do this. Tom O'Ryan, EquestrianHypnoCoach.com.